Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs with Ridge. Is the problem really guns? Is that what government believes the problem is? Well, let's figure this out with a simple logic. If the problem really was guns, would the political elite have so many guns around them on a daily basis? All their armed security details have guns, the Secret Service has guns, the FBI has guns, the Department of Justice has guns, the CIA has guns. Every government bureaucrat and agency has guns, so the problem to them, they want as many guns around them as possible, so the problem really couldn't be the guns in that context. If government believed that guns really are the problem, would the police have guns? Would the police have guns? If guns were the problem, would the people that are supposed to enact law and order have guns? No, wait a minute, they use those guns to bring about law and order. Now that's kind of an oddity, isn't it? If guns bring about law and order, if the police use them to bring about law and order, then wouldn't it also make sense that to have law and order in your house and on your person to also have a gun? If governments truly believe that guns are the problem, would their military and totalitarian states have guns? No, they do, though. Every totalitarian regime in the world has their military armed and their police forces armed. So government really doesn't believe that guns are the problem in that context either. The problem is the people in charge who believe gets to own and use them. That's the problem. The politicians clamoring for gun control have no problem with guns or people with guns so long as it's their security and it's their armed detail that gets to be controlled by them. The politicians clamoring for gun control have no problem with the police or the military having guns so long as they get to control who uses them. That's what the problem is. Our founding fathers recognized this, and they recognized the fact that governments all across the world controlled the monopoly on force. See, that's why they put the Second Amendment into the Bill of Rights. That's why they added the Bill of Rights to the Constitution. Our founders clearly recognized that who controlled the arms, who controlled the guns, was who was ultimately going to be the ones who were in charge. And it is without exception that our founders believed and desired for the people of this country to be in charge, not the government. And it's for this very reason why the Second Amendment was written. You can read the Federalist Papers. Even Alexander Hamilton himself asserts that the people, the citizens of this nation, needed to be armed. And he even admitted that an armed citizenry would defeat a tyrannical military who is at the behest of a tyrant. The Founding Fathers believed that freedom and security were to be ensured by an armed and trained citizenry skilled in the use of arms. This is clear. If you read the Federalist Papers, even if you read the Anti-Federalist Papers, even if you read the Militia Act of 1792, this is without exception clear and concise language that desires an armed citizenry trained in the use of arms. The difference between statism and liberty is choice and ability. And if progressives had their way, you would have neither choice nor liberty. Statists want guns used against you. People that are liberty-minded, like our founding fathers, wanted guns in our hands used for us, not against us. Once again, going back to choice and ability. So let's go back to that logical train of thought here. If guns really were the problem, would the American Revolution have been won with firearms in the hands of private citizens all across the 13 colonies? And if guns really were the problem, would the Second Amendment to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution of the United States, would that have been written guaranteeing and acknowledging our God-given right to self-defense and the right to keep and bear arms? Most certainly not. Just some food for thought. I hope you all got value from this video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook, that link is down below. If you want to learn how to get some training on those firearms, come on out to Ridge and we'll teach you how to do just that. This is Reid Henrichs with Ridge reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.